do you think it's a good time to flip properties right now?
Yes. Flipping properties, ultimately, you got to know what you're doing.
For
Yeah.
those who don't know, what do you want to explain to
Yeah,
them
yeah.
what flipping
That's a
properties
good
mean?
idea. Flipping properties means to buy a property and sell it straight away to make a profit. Yeah. Yeah. So, mean like again, same property across the road might be worth, let's just say, £300,000. Sorry, 400. But you've negotiated because you found certain things, certain issues with the property. You buy it for £300,000. It might need some work. You do the work. You sell it off afterwards for 400. You made a profit. Now the question is it a good time? Is there opportunity right now? Well, when there's a tough market, there's always an opportunity to do things like this. First, I mean, but there's barriers to entry. I mean, getting a mortgage is hard right now.
Yeah.
Can you maybe find the cash? Yeah. First, the thing is, when you have cash, it gives you more leverage. First of all, you can negotiate harder. So, if you're selling a property, yeah, let's just say I'm selling the property. You're one buyer. You came to me. You said, "Look, I'm applying for a mortgage. I'm first time buyer." Da, 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 da. You probably don't come straight to me, but through an agent, or
Yeah.
But you look up, and it's going to take me roughly 3 to 4 months, and I can't guarantee you that I'm going to get the money because I'm relying on the mortgage lender. You with me?
Yeah, yeah.
Then another guy comes. He said, "Look, I've got the cash in the bank. Here's the proof. I can show you. I'm looking to complete within 4 weeks." Yeah,
Obviously, you're gonna go with.
yeah. But he's going to say, "Look, he's offered you 350 or 400, whatever. Um,
I'm
I
gonna
can
offer
give
you
you a
this.
surety that I can do this because you can see that the money's in my bank.
However, I'm gonna offer you less.
I want it for 350. Yeah. So that's obviously one way to do flips. You buy it for if you have cash, then you can negotiate harder. Yeah. Secondly, where the mortgage rates, the base rate went up so much, there was I think the stat is there was 1.4 million, and this isn't a made up stat, but I think
This is a real stat.
I'm pretty sure this year there was 1.4 million mortgages renewing, and next year there's 2.4 million mortgages renewing. Now, to give you an idea, previously people had rates of like 1.8, 1.9, 2.1, low rates like that. Now, on the renewal, they're seeing rates of 5.5, 6.5.
So it's increased massively.
It's increased massively. A lot of these people probably live in their properties, yeah? It's hard for them to just, you know, uh, it might be hard for them to make those payments now. Yeah, they probably just rely on their income from their job or whatever it is, yeah? Now, if your mortgage jumped from £300 to £1,500, and you're relying on your salary, which is, let's just say, £2,000 a month, but now it probably doesn't make sense anymore. Do you see what I mean?
It's not
So,
worth it.
so a lot of those people are going to be selling when you're up against the clock. Because what happens is, let's just say it's run out now. Now, when you're on a standard variable rate, because when a mortgage might be fixed for 2 years or 5 years, yeah, or longer. After the fixed rate, if you don't lock it into another fixed rate, you go on something called a variable rate, and that variable rate is usually quite high. So now, that variable might be like 8%. So now you're going to be desperate to sell faster. So, I'm describing quite morbid scenarios. Like, I'm not like getting a kick out of it or anything,
Yeah.
but it's the reality. That's what happens. So now buyers, what they can do is they're going to have to identify these scenarios or these situations. I mean, how do you do that? You call up agents. I mean, when you're looking at properties, you try and find out what the scenario is. Because not always can you figure it out just by looking online. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, this property's up for 400 grand. That means that they want 400 grand. That's not the case. You call up, you find out, okay, what's the scenario? What's the situation with this buyer, with this seller, and see if you can negotiate. I mean, many of them, the thing is, like, majority of them won't budge, yeah? But it's up to you to kind of try and find
Try
the
and
person who
yeah.
is actually serious. And that person that says no the first time doesn't mean they're saying no forever. Yeah, they might say no now. You can come back in 3 months.
And they might change their
Now
mind.
it's hit them harder because it's 3 months of paying that mortgage at a variable rate.
They just want to get rid of it at this point.
Do you see what I mean? It could be months of this. Do you see what I mean? So yeah, and there's other, like, I came across a property recently that I was quite interested in. I even asked some people that I know if they want to go in half with me because I didn't have all the cash. But the property was going to go on auction, and I did my research. I saw that properties in that building generally go sell for about 4 to 440,000. I think the highest one. Yeah, that went at starting rate of about 220,000. I think. So they were in desperate need. They had to sell. Yeah. I thought to myself, if we could buy it for, 250 to, and even up to 300,000. Yeah, even more than that. Yeah. If you hold it for a little while, you can even sell it straight away. But
You still
if you hold
make
it for a
profit
little
on
bit, let's just say you can rent it out. You immediately make a
profit.
return from it. Do you see what I mean? Right now, it wasn't selling because the market's just a bit stagnant. Yeah, but in a 1 year's time, when inflation starts lowering and the market starts moving again, then it'll be easier to sell. And if you're gone in all cash, then it's you don't have to worry about that payment. You see what I mean? Like the monthlies. So the reason why I didn't buy it, I think the person I was going to go in with, couldn't come up with the money. So it was, but I followed it, and it was sold for £320,000.
Oh,
So now that person that bought it for 326, I think. I didn't want to go up to 326 personally, because I wanted to hold it and sell it, and I wanted to make the reason I wanted to buy it was to make a profit. But they now, if they hold on to it for a bit, they
for
can.
a year or two. It will
Yeah, look,
definitely
if the highest one that sold in that building, similar as well, I saw, because you have to go and look at all the,
you have to do your own research.
yeah, floor plans. If you look hard enough, you'll find all that stuff. And they were able to, if they hold on, they immediately 100 grand, more than 100 grand profit there. So that's a good idea of a flip. Look, there's always opportunities to do flips.
But it depends on if you do it the correct way.
Not just if you do it the correct. You got to know what you're doing. Yeah, like a little bit of experience. It's good if you have a mentor. Like if you're brand new to it and you want to do it, it's good. Like if somebody's like giving you a bit of guidance and stuff. And the main thing is patience as well, because when you're looking, you're like, let's just say you've got money in your pocket right now. You're like, to buy a property. You're gonna be like really eager to buy something. Do you see what I mean? Because it's there. So you want to make a deal this month because the money's there. Otherwise, you just feel like you have to make a deal. But sometimes it's not good to do something that quickly. You wait around. Some of the things that I've bought in the past, it's not because I've made it anxious. Like quick decision. It's because I've waited. So you ultimately you've got to make a purchase, in my opinion, when the deal comes to you, kind of. Yeah. Because you can be going out looking for deals and you're negotiating, which you should. You should still do all of those things, but if the deal's not making sense, you should be prepared to walk away from it. Yeah. Not just like, all right, then I'll meet them halfway. It's not always
compromise. Sometimes you just know when the right deal's for you and it will come to you.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I think is it a good time to fit? It is still a better time than most times. So if you're asking, is it a good time because the rates are up? It is, yeah. That it is a good time in that sense. You can, but you have to go out looking for it. Okay. Do your research. Yeah, and you'll probably find something like that similar one that I was talking about.
Maybe.
But guys, if you enjoyed it, please press the like button, subscribe, share it, comment as well, because it really helps on the algorithm. And if you want to see more of this, let us know. Put it in the comments. And if you have more questions, put it in the comments, and then we'll try and take those comments and make another episode. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.